memories will be cherished, but time moves on, leaving the old both worlds at once they view that stand upon the threshold of the new. The poetry of Edmund Waller befits the occasion for Arsenal fans as the club starts life in the £390 million Emirates Stadium after 93 years and 2010 games at Highbury. A new era too for Aston Villa under new manager Martin O'Neill, back in English football after 6 years, with new owners too waiting in the wings to revitalise another famous old club. Arsenal's only new summer signing, Thomas Rosicky, is missing with a groin injury. Jose Reyes is also sidelined, and according to Arsene Wenger, destabilised by rumours linking him with Real Madrid. Ashley Cole is left out because of his ongoing transfer saga involving Chelsea. Ljungberg and Henry play after pre-season injury concerns. Lehmann is fit after fainting following Germany's midweek win. Theo Walcott is on the bench. Martin O'Neill is without Barosh, Baumer and Cahill injured, but interestingly starts with young homegrown players Agbonlahor and Moore either side of Juan Pablo Angel. Davis is fit after passing a test on a thigh injury. It's 13 seasons since they last won at Arsenal. Gilberto. Kleb squeezing beyond Barry. And this is Ibue. Oh, and it's flicked up and over. Good save. It was moving in the air, and Sorensen made sure. Looking for only his second Arsenal goal, and his first in the league it would have been. Free header off the line, and Arsenal have gone close twice in the opening minutes in their new stadium. Adebayor climbed so high. Samuel, Angel, Davis. Some encouraging signs for Aston Villa, the way they're passing the ball around, and this is Agbonlahor, needs support. Angel arriving. It was always going woefully off target. Arsenal look for Henry. He's onside. No, it was a late flag. He disagrees with it. Well, I think it was close. Maybe. Very tight. On the shoulder of the last defender. He is so dangerous. Ibue, Kleb, Gilberto to his left. This is Henry. Gilberto. 1-2 attempted with Kleb. Gilberto, Fabregas. Couldn't control it off balance. It comes to Gilberto. And just deflected wide. Arsenal have Lebanos when he scored. And he came so close to his first since February. Initially the chance seemed to have gone when Fabregas stood on the ball, but it was deflected away off Ridgewell. Thierry Henry. Henry fouled by Agbonlahor. He's seen his side create some chances, but it's goalless approaching the break. And by Fabregas. Touré! It's in! It's disallowed! The flag is raised. And it was Touré who headed it in. Goal disallowed. This is Kleb, and one of the Arsenal players has gone down off the ball. Kleb was blocked off. I think it's Ibue who's gone down. And Aston Villa playing on. And this is McCann. And there are boos all around the Emirates Stadium. As far as I know, Aston Villa are doing nothing wrong here by playing on. Unless the referee pulls them back, they can go on. Now that would have been controversial. Ibue is down and Arsenal think the ball should have been put out of play. Well, he was certainly pulled back. Luke Moore pulled him back. Since the 6th of November 1993 have Arsenal lost at home in the league to Aston Villa. Here's Barry. And Villa have a corner kick. And it's their first of the game after 52 minutes. Now Aston Villa haven't won an away league game since February the 4th. And they've scored! And it's Mellberg who was in there as Lehmann came and failed to punch it away. The goalkeeper came out, didn't make the punch, and Mellberg beat Adebayor and the German number 1 to it. And the historic first goal at the Emirates Stadium in Premiership football is not scored by an Arsenal player. It is scored by Aston Villa's Oliver Mellberg, and it's his first since October 2004. Kleb pushed very quickly up to Adebayor, who's done a good job here for Arsenal because it wasn't an easy one to control. Mellberg stretches. Ljungberg. Look at the white shirts back there. Here's Hoyt. And it's nearly bounced all the way through. Has it gone all the way through to Adebayor and cleared away by Ridgewell? It was spinning horribly inside that Aston Villa penalty area. A tumultuous reception from the Emirates Stadium for Theo Walcott. Kelly Ljungberg departs. And the 17-year-old makes his Arsenal debut at last.
Kelly Ljungberg has been replaced by 32, Theo Walcott.
Law back to Davis again. Theo Walcott for Arsenal to run Mellberg. Henry, Van Persie to the left, so too Walcott. Theo Walcott had a look for Henry. Facing away from goal. Look at the white shirts back there again. Villa have worked so hard. Van Persie, chance here for Arsenal. Eboué saved again by the goalkeeper and off the woodwork. Fabregas. Eboué. Van Persie, lovely turn. There's the pullback. Headed down by Gilberto. Walcott. Ridgewell's header out. Kleb. Walcott is still wide. Here's Theo Walcott again. Looking for Van Persie. Chance for Gilberto. It's 1-1. And the Brazilian levels it at 1 each. But Walcott had a mighty hand to play. The deft chip. And it fell to Gilberto. And the lashed finish. And it's tied up at 1-1. And Walcott has made a difference.
I felt that we had a lot of possession, but we lacked sharpness in the final third. That's down to pre-season and to the fact that you had 7 players who played 90 minutes as well, travelling away without being ready to play, and to the fact that Villa defended well.
Arsenal pegged us back. We're almost camped just outside our penalty box for the last 20-25 minutes. I think that had a lot to do with their particular fitness. You know, Arsenal are miles in front of us in terms of that. You know, they've played European game at the moment, and they're off and running, and some of their movement was obviously terrific. But when we get fitter, you know, we'll do okay.
How unhappy are you, though, that Thierry Henry, players like him who are nursing to Premiership fitness for the start of the season, don't play in your pre-season and then turn up playing 90 minutes for France?
Well, it's for me it's disrespectful from France, and it's very conflicting with the interests of the club.
How does it feel to go down in history, the first man to score at this new stadium?
Well, I didn't really think about it during the game, but someone mentioned it afterwards, and I think it was great to get the point. We have struggled against Arsenal away from home in the past, so it was a good start of the season for us.
Theo, what did it mean to come on and play a part in Arsenal's first game at the Emirates Stadium?
Well, I was just honoured to be in the squad at the start of the season, playing there in that Big stadium, 60,000, unbelievable really achievement for me.
Yeah, well done, Theo.
Very, very nearly worked for them.
Well,
here
they
we
lost
have
the
it
last
here.
8 games at Highbury, so they needed to do something.
They did, and here we have it here. We circle up. They've got every single man behind the ball there. The first one out is Angel. In the end, Arsenal kick it long and lose it. Here again, they know Arsenal are going to have a lot of possession. They're quite happy with that because, again, they've got everyone behind the ball. Circle them again. They're going to say, well, if you're going to beat us, you're going to have to beat every single one of us. Arsenal have the possession. They knock it around as you expect. They will do at home, but eventually it peters out into nothing. And Villa are doing a great job here. Here again, eventually we'll see the shaded area where, apart from Sorensen and Angel, actually everyone is in this position in the middle of the goal, which is what Villa were doing all day, was sending them inside, and they were quite happy with that and content. And this is just the spirit here that Martin O'Neill is going to demand from his players, particularly from Gavin McCann. He goes in for this first one. He doesn't win that. He comes back and he wins the second one there. And that was the type of time again. And I counted, I think, 3 or 4 times areas there that he's actually got down. And he was their main threat, as you said. I think he's had eventually, there's his shot there. He's eventually all day he's had 5 attempts on goal, of which 4 of them were on target. Here he is again. You'd think the way he's playing here, he's actually Thierry Henry's partner up front. It's incredible the amount of time he spent. He didn't have to do much defending, albeit, because of the system that Villa were playing, but he won off a threat in the other box. He has the rebound, it hits the bar. And he was very, very impressive for me today. And Fabregas is lucky he didn't get 3 yellow cards here, isn't he?
It's a bad challenge, that is.
Next time he'll